You know what you're doing today, don't you? Yeah, you're going to Pollyanna's. Well, hello, Lionhearts. Your old pal Jordan the Lion. Yep, he's out of here. He got back, and of course he was asked to go play, and you know he wants to, so let's let him do it. I'm going to, one of my cameras, the main camera that I use, there's something wrong with it. I don't know if it's broke or what it is, but when I was trying to pull out of the shots with my lens, it was doing the jittering that it was doing before, and this is a new lens, so I think it's something with the camera. So I'm gonna go and see if I can get it dropped off for repair, and we're gonna go out and hang out, run some errands, do some vlogging, and who knows what else. Our first day back from Ohio, Daze with Jordan the Lion begins now. And as promised, I did drink my coffee. 2 cups out of this one today. Yeah. What's up, guys? Let's kick the lights on. All right, Pollyanna time. Hi, Pollyanna. Puppy party. There he goes. There she goes. I needed to grab something at the Home Depot. Let's see if this guy is turned on. I always love a dancing Santa Claus. Oh yeah, oh yeah. He's got moves. Need to grab some cleaning supplies. Well, all of the camera stores are closed today. Anyone that does repairs for cameras, so I'm gonna have to deal with that another day. We're gonna head out to Newhall and do a vlog. Well, today we are making our first trip to Eternal Valley Memorial Cemetery. Well, today we came out to visit one of the all-time great rockabilly artists, Mr. Gene Vincent. And here he is. The man who became famous for Bebop-A-Lula. I remember being in high school and getting into rockabilly music hardcore, and he was one of the ones that kind of pushed me over the edge. I always loved this song. He got his start basically by entering a contest. There was like a radio station looking for entertainment, and he, along with like 200 other people, sang Heartbreak Hotel, and they picked him out of all of those to sing on the radio. Now, he ended up using that band. They had like a house band that was there to help all the auditioners, and they saw a little bit of talent in him. He ended up, some say, buying a song off of one of his friends. Some say he wrote it with his manager, but I don't know. It was this song. It became one of those songs that they demoed up. They sent it out to Capitol Records Nashville, and next thing you know, they got a phone call from the head of Nashville Capitol Records saying, if you can be here the week after next, we'll record you. Now, he was then known as his real name, Vincent Craddock, sorry. But when he came into town, they recorded that song. Capitol said, that just isn't the right name. What's your middle name? And he said Vincent. And so, as you can see here, his real name was Vincent Eugene Craddock. They ended up just swapping it around, going with Gene Vincent. Now, the weird thing about this is that this wasn't actually his chosen profession. You can see he lived here from 1935 till 1971. And he's primarily known for this song, but originally he wanted to be, he wanted a career in the military, and that's exactly what he did. He joined the military. He actually dropped out of high school to do it, and what happened was when he served his first tour of duty, he re-upped, and with that bonus that he re-upped with in 1955, he bought a Triumph motorcycle. Kind of sounds like James Dean. He went out while he was, you know, a career military man, and was riding around on that motorcycle. Ended up getting into an accident, and it shattered his leg. They wanted to amputate his leg, and he was against it, so they ended up not amputating his leg, but he ended up spending the rest of his life with a cast, like a brace on his leg that he would wear forever. And some would say that was kind of like his trademark to watch on stage, was his kind of like dance with that. But they said that he, once he couldn't do that, he had gotten a guitar when he was a kid. His parents owned like a market, like a neighborhood market. He got a guitar, like an acoustic guitar, and he had loved to play, so he came out of the military and entered this contest. Now they did a B-side to this called Woman Lover that they actually thought was going to be the hit. And what happened was that song ended up getting banned both here and the UK and pretty much anywhere that played it, even one time, because what happened was apparently the way that he pronounced some of the words in there, they thought he was saying the F word, and so they just banned it straight up. And he went on to be known for Bebopalula instead, which was a huge song. I mean, I think we've probably all heard it. It was like that hiccuping, Bebopalula, she's my baby. They said that was like, he was like a real quiet singer, and he would do that. So they had to, when they recorded that song, they had to like put him in a different room in like a hallway to get that hiccuping effect. But that became, you know, his signature song. And here he is, laid to rest in Newhall. Pretty nice, even though we've got a lot of shade. It says, in loving memory of husband, son, and father, Vincent Eugene Craddock, known as Gene Vincent Recording Star. And then it's got the musical signature notes of Bebopalula and a little guitar here in the bottom. And then here, he's not forgotten. Now, rockabilly is a really interesting music style because ever since it came out, it's really, even though maybe not been the #1 music, people that are into it are diehard into it, and it's had a cult following status forever. So as you can tell, people are still coming out and visiting Gene Vincent's grave, probably just for one song. Now I wanted to walk down here because they have an old-fashioned carriage, like a funeral carriage, in this glass little house case kind of deal. I want to check it out. Take a look at that. Isn't that interesting? Oh, this plaque says it's the last horse-drawn hearse of Los Angeles County. It says this vehicle was manufactured about the same time the first interments were made in this cemetery. That's kind of neat to have on display. I wonder how they decided where they were gonna display it, how they chose this cemetery of all cemeteries. Look at all the cobwebs on there. Wow. I know it's not quite that easy to see through the glass and everything, but now there's one other thing I want to see here. Online it says that they have a grave and statue to Mark Twain, and I said, well, that's weird because he's not buried here. And apparently there's like a couple of places across the country that they have like different graves for Mark Twain. And appropriately, it's in the Mark Twain garden. Wow, take a look at that. Two horses facing each other with the bells. Oh, I think I finally found it. It's over there. Mark Twain garden. Now I cannot figure out why they have this here. I get why they have the Jane Mansfield cenotaph in Hollywood Forever because she was a Hollywood star, but kind of seems weird that a man who's buried in Elmira, New York would have a, I guess, well, a cenotaph here, which is like an alternate grave. I'm not gonna complain about it, but it's a pretty cool statue. Take a look. Just couldn't quite understand what it was here for. Didn't think he had much of a history here. Down here it says, Mark Twain, Samuel Langhorne Clemens, 1835 to 1910, beloved author, humorist, and Western pioneer. This original marble statue is the creation of the renowned Italian sculptor Spartaco Palla of Pietrasanta. That doesn't really clear it up for me either. Huh. Just thought it was definitely worth showing. I couldn't quite... If anybody knows why this is here, please let me know. Now I just noticed these trees, and there was one other person buried here that I wasn't even gonna go looking for because I didn't think I'd find it. Then when I saw those trees, I said, I think that was in the background of the photo I saw online, so let's go find one of the stars of Plan 9 from outer space and Swedish wrestler Tor Johnson. Now I think Tor Johnson is buried over here somewhere. Well, here he is. In the Ed Wood movie that they made a few years ago by Tim Burton, he was depicted by George Animal Steele. But they say he still has one of the top-selling Halloween masks of all time. He was a Swedish wrestler that Ed Wood saw and said he had a great look, and he put him in a couple of his movies. In fact, put him in Plan 9 from Outer Space as the starring role. The zombie ghoul's husband that Vampira played. He was also in Bride of the Monster with Bela Lugosi. He played kind of the muscle, the dimwit that Bela Lugosi would use as his muscle to get things done in that movie. And we've actually been to Tor Johnson's house. If you look up the video that I did, the birthplace of Plan 9 from Outer Space, I actually go to the house that they filmed the last scene that Bela Lugosi would ever film that they used for Plan 9. That was actually in front of Tor Johnson's house. I figured since we were here and he was buried here, we really should include him. That can only mean one thing. Tarantino's taken over the streets. Well, we're gonna call it a night here. I want to thank Doug Cunningham for becoming my newest Patreon. And thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting to see the grave of Tor Johnson and rockabilly star Gene Vincent. Have a great night. We'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye.